What's up, y'all? It's your boy Mighty Mouse here, back with another video. Are you tired of being broke? Do you want to make some currency with very little effort? Well, I'm going to show you how. But before we get into that, a lot of you guys ain't subscribed, man. Just hit that sub button. Give us a like, comment on something, man. Help us get out in the algorithm. We're trying to make money here, and we're trying to help people, so join the community. But without further ado, let's get into some options of what you can do from in town to make money and farm you some currency. So, the main thing, be friends with the currency exchange. You have to look for volatility. So here we set up orders and one of them filled. Now, these are essence of enhancement. We got them 100 of them for 2,000 exalts. That's 20 apiece. We didn't fill any of our essence of torments, so I checked to see what they're at. Right now, they're currently at 70. We were, I think, trying to get them for around 30 apiece, and that wasn't doing. So, let's go check, see what the essence of enhancements are selling for. We have, oh, what do you know, 100 apiece. So, you could turn that 2,000 exalts that you made into 10,000 exalts by selling them at 100. Or you can front run the market, sell them for 50 and more than double your currency. And you could do this, set gigantic orders for thousands upon thousands of exalts, and then set sell orders for thousands upon thousands of exalts, and it would just keep going back and forth. The market will automatically buy them when they're low and sell them when they're high, and it will just keep doing that. So as you're filling one order, buying them, you will then be replenishing, and you can sell other things, and then you can cash out. So you could do that with any essence if you so choose, but the enhancements, the hastes, the torments, sorcery, things of that nature, they seem to move and fluctuate more. The weekends, more people on, more demand, they usually sell and the prices go up. Another thing you can do, instilled emotions. So if you look, you can get 6 ires for 1 exalt, and right now the guilts are selling for 4 exalts a piece. So what you could do, for every 1 exalt you spent, you got 6 ires. You combine them here, that's 2 guilts. So for every 1 exalt, you get 2 guilts. And guilts are 4 exalts apiece. So you just turned 1 exalt into 8 exalts. Or even if you sold the guilts for 1 exalt apiece, you're still making out. Like you're still doubling your money because you took 1 exalt to buy 6 ires. That made 2 guilts, and you sold them for an exalt apiece. You're front running the market. Sure, you have to use the reforge bench, and you might have to do a little bit of work, but it's possible. But just to show you just how finicky the market can be, when we go back to these guilts, look, they only want to buy them for 1 exalt apiece, and that's fine. You can make money that way. You can still make money that way. It's just going to be a lot of reforging. But if you have some time and you can set orders for them to be super low on the ire side, and then recombine them when you get free time or you're bored, and then sell them. So another option that's pretty lucrative, sun artifacts. You can get 3 of them for 1 exalt. So you can check these and see. I think the broken circles are as of right now, when I looked, the best. So a broken circle goes for, what is that, 3.38 a piece. 3 sun artifacts are 1. You get 2 broken circle artifacts per 1 sun artifact. So you take 3, You turn that into 6. Okay? You following me? So you spent 1 exalt. You took that 1 exalt and you exchanged it for basically 3 sun artifacts to turn into 6 broken circle artifacts. You could then take those 6 broken circle artifacts, you can go back and you can sell them. So we'll go 6, and we got room for growth, so we'll bump it up. Boom, boom. Now we just made 20 exalt off what? Off 1 exalt. So you can do that over and over and over again at higher quantities, and then that will be what gets you the biggest return on your investment. Now here, what I'm showing you is a stash tab of rings and amulets. What I did on my third playthrough, I gambled rings from the beginning at level 1 up until I was about level 40, and I just exalted them and threw them in there 1 divine apiece. Now, if you look, I'm showing you the item levels because any ring or amulet you see at higher item level than like 40 are ones I found in the end game, and I replaced them after the other ones sold. So there's like 40 in here that are higher than that. So that goes to show you how much these sell. You don't even have to worry about pricing them. Don't price check them. Just throw them in there. Make every item in there one divine apiece, and just watch them sell. They can be no level requirement, level 20 if they have damage mods, if they have high max life, if they have high resistances. Those are all things that are going to make them more sought after. But just being moderately good at like a level 8 or a level 15 or 20, people will buy them in the latter half of the league for their second, third, fourth, fifth, 11th playthrough just to get through the campaign faster. That might not be an issue in the upcoming patches because they might add acts and then you won't have to replay all 6 acts, but it is what it is. So another thing you can do, if you have items that are dog water, but they have a good modifier such as rarity on them, so we go through, we find some things with T1 rarity and on a suffix and on a prefix, we put them in, we recombo them, and we see what happens. Now, they don't always turn out, as I'll show you, but you can hit. That is a fact. So, you have a few options. You can sell them as is with just the 2 modifiers on them, depending on what it is. If you have a high rarity roll, more often than not, crafters will buy them for, I don't know, 5 to 10 div, depending on the market. You can check and see what they are, but it's free money. I mean, even if you put it up for 1 div, 2 div with a good roll, it cost you a couple of exalts to put in it, or maybe you didn't even exalt it. Maybe you just dropped it that way. So there we have a ring with 42 rarity, and you can do it with damage rings as well. So, but the thing is, the higher the tier and the more modifiers you pick, the lower the chance you have of actually hitting something. Now, it's a double-edged blade because you may try to recombo it and it doesn't hit and then it's wasted. But if you recombo a bunch of tier 6 damage mods and it hits, no one's going to buy it anyways unless it's a super low item level, in which case you would have to use a low item level base ring because as you can see, this one was item level 80. So even though it's a required level 35 now, if I put other modifiers on it, it might raise the level and then it might not be as usable. but it can still sell. So here we have a couple of options. You know, we could go with the resistances on the bottom that are kind of low and maybe guarantee a hit, or we can go with these tier ones. We try the tier one damage mods. We don't hit. So let's do some more rings. So we look through, we see what we got. We have some cold damage and some rarity on this ring, and we have a ring over here with some physical and some rarity. And you want to kind of weigh your options. If you have rings with that have multiple modifiers on them that are somewhat good, see what you got. So we have a 16% chance of hitting those. It's pretty low, and fizz and cold in combination aren't generally super sought after for the meta, but though monks could use it or whatever. So we checked the rarity and we had a 30% chance. So we said, screw it. T1, T2, and we hit again. So there's another ring with like 42 rarity. And you can just post that up for like 3, 4, 5, 10 div and see if it hits. Another thing that's pretty sought after are high defensive modifiers on boots, gloves, helmets, body armors, whatever. You don't even always have to get movement speed on the boots, and they will sell for several divine if they're tier 1 defense modifiers like this. Those will have like 1,000 evasion by the time it's all said and done. So there you have it. A couple of ways to make some currency with very little effort. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, hit that like button on the video. Leave us a comment letting us know what you think, and make sure to subscribe. Our next goal is 500 subscribers. We're a ways away from it, but again, we're just stacking up days. Every day we stream, every day we make a video, every view, every like is an opportunity. And I hope you guys seize this opportunity to jump on the train before I get famous, and you can say you were here on the ground floor. With that, you already know what it is. You are enough. Stay blessed, and as always, stay mouthy. We'll see you on the next one.